Giving advice to people who didn't ask for it is a total waste of time. It's the equivalent of knocking on doors trying to sell something. Even if it's something that someone wants. If someone knocks on my door right now and it's actually a product or service I'm looking for, just the fact that they knocked on my door is irritating enough that whatever they have to say, I'm not going to be interested in. So it's very similar to giving advice to people that they didn't ask you for the advice. So of course it's not going to be well received. A couple times I've given people advice at the gym. I saw people using really terrible kettlebell technique and I go, hey, let me do this person a favor, show them how to do it properly. It never worked out positively. At best, you have someone who says thanks a lot and then they just keep doing what they were doing before. At worst, you have someone who's irritated that you interrupted their workout. Often giving advice to people who ask for it is a total waste of time. I don't even like doing that. That's why I put a lot of free information on my website. I can just direct people to an article. So I'm not just giving personalized responses to everyone who asks me the same questions that are answered over and over again on my website or on the podcast or the YouTube channel or through my online courses, through some medium. So don't waste time giving advice to people who didn't ask you a damn thing. Remember that line in Pulp Fiction, Samuel Jackson? So he gets interrupted by someone and he turns to him and says, I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing, right? That's exactly how people feel when they get unsolicited advice. So just keep it to yourself. You want to help someone, wait for them to ask you. Kind of reminds me of a lot of vegans that are always trying to go up to, I shouldn't say a lot of vegans, some vegans, because this is a stereotype, and I'm plant-based myself for full disclosure, but just going up to people and saying stop eating meat and eating meat is terrible, meat is murder. Okay, your intentions may be good and all those things are true, but that person didn't ask. That person doesn't care. What you want to do is be the embodiment of health. Be someone that just attracts people. The way you carry yourself, you look healthy, you look resilient. People want to know what you're doing. And now they're going to ask you, hey, what do you do to be so strong and fit and healthy? And then you can get into it. And guess what? They're going to be way more receptive. The same person that wouldn't have been receptive is now going to be receptive because you just put it out there and let people come to you. It's positioning versus prospecting. When you give advice to people who didn't ask for it, that's prospecting. And prospecting is always a waste of time. When you put out great content or your own personal example is inspiring so people come to you to learn more, that's positioning. That's positioning at its best, especially as a fitness professional. Your abilities and your results speak volumes. I guarantee you, anyone who thinks about hiring a trainer is looking at his or her abilities. You don't have to be a competitor, you don't have to be a professional bodybuilder, you don't have to be a professional athlete, but they're going to look at you and say, does this person embody what he or she is professing? And if the answer is no, they're going to move on, and they should. If the answer is yes, then let's look into it further and now see what this person can do for me. So remember, don't waste time giving advice to people who didn't ask for it. It's prospecting. Focus on putting out great information and being your own best personal example, and you're going to be well positioned to take advantage of situations.